Alright, so where last we left off, we had completed the first part of our treasure map, having placed this sweepstakes mail to win little sign here in, and we are going to continue on with that as our little pal here, Krill, who is a crab that has been chasing after his shell for quite a bit of time now. Maybe a couple of days, I guess. His travels brought him through a kingdom, and then also into this city here, New Carcinia, where he has been able to kind of make himself at home with the locals to some degree. All of them are on the quest for a treasure, which landed from this cereal box. Where, you know, as you can see, we have a nice little piece that we placed in there. But the idea is that we're going to complete this, and this will lead us to a treasure. The race is on, however, because we have the townspeople and Krill, and then the person who owns pretty much all of the trash and essentially the means of production, Roland, who actually, coincidentally, the next piece of the treasure map is going to be found in his company town, which is where we are headed next. Before we do that, though, I'm going to take a quick peek and see if there's any upgrades that I can do. It looks like I have the opportunity to get one or two, so let's head in here and see what we got. Let's see. So dispatch is the next big one that I'm really thinking about picking up. So maybe I'll wait to be able to get that till this next one here. The good news is that allows us to go ahead and go to the shallows. Or no, not the shallows, sorry. The sands between, actually. And we can just start from the middle here, as opposed to having to run the full way through. So our next stop is going to be to the left here, actually. Kinda. Right? Yeah. Kinda to the left. But as with before, we do have to be careful because if we stray too far away from these scent markers here, we are going to end up getting carved up real bad. There we go. It's always, like, I feel like I've commented on this before, but, like, the muscle memory of, like, being able to get back into this and kind of, like, really start to understand the timing of the parries is so good. Like, it's one of those things where you start to feel really good when you, like, and I feel like that's one of the big reasons why a lot of people play Souls-likes. Like, I'm starting to fully understand the appeal of Souls-likes just from playing this game. And to some degree, like, that's kind of what Aggro Crab was, like, wanting. They kind of said it when they talked about it before. It's like, Souls-likes are a challenging genre. They are something that, like, is very well known at this point for doing a, you know, like, get good pretty much comes from the Souls-like, fans of Souls-likes at this point. Even if it's not a phrase that they invented, it's basically their phrase, you know? Oh, wow. That is nothing. Anyway, Pagurus is here. Luckily, he stays away from the scent markers, so if I stay close to this, then I can just hide from him. But that's not the direction I need to go in, so... having a little bit of trouble getting myself oriented at the moment. Which is funny because, like, literally that, this rock here should have allowed me to go in the direction I would have liked. But it's not the case. Oh, there we go. There's the fork. Let's see. Yeah, this should let me go all the way. Perfect. Oh, hey, buddy. How's it going? Flotsam Vale. Path has been maintained in ages. From here to the entrance, there are no more scent markers. You'll just have to make a break for it and keep your claws crossed. So yeah, now is the time to run. Oh. Oh, I had another crab. Perfect. Like I mentioned before, there will come a time where you will feel strong enough to be able to fight this guy, but right now I don't have the shell that I'd like, and I don't have really the abilities that I'd like to be able to actually properly tackle him. So even if it was a situation where I could step in there and really make it happen, it's not something that I feel as comfortable in doing. Still, not worth, not a total loss here. We were able to make our way to the front, and again, much like with the forest, we get ourselves a extra little stopping point in the shallows in case we want to embark from the entrance of the next location. But let's get our bearings here. We have a big propane tank that we came through. Nice and open. There's some health things over here too. Or no, that's a bread claw. Whoops. I lied. I think over here is the path to an optional boss of some kind. So I'll leave that for right now, but yeah, you need some extra stuff to be able to get over there. Just try it once again. Like, I think the thing about playing games that you've already played is that you kind of have to remind yourself what you've done and where you've gone, you know? Which can be fun, but you know, as far as other stuff, it can be a little tricky. Now I can go get changed and report for my shift. Look, I didn't come all the way over here to work, all right? Well, I came to work, but I came to work at something else, not whatever they're doing down here. But yeah, as they mentioned, Flotsam Vale is a company town, and it is the hub of where Roland, the guy who owns the town, owns the actual town of New Carcinia, lives and works. So all these guys are shaking in their boots. They all got screws. Or corkscrews, yeah. I'm gonna need to sub out my shell soon. I feel like there was something over here, though. But there isn't. Never mind. You clocking in? Yeah, is this the way to Flotsam Vale? Oh, first day, yep, it's through this pipe. Good luck, kid. Lodging's even worse state than usual. Oh, well, it's good to know that the company-provided houses are terrible. Really nice. All right. In we go. What does this one do? It is the coffee pod.
Thought you could just scuttle in here?
Oh, hey! Inkerton So this was the squid that we saw hanging out with Roland earlier. And he is just here to straight up surprise us. Oh. Shell shock. Oh. Gotta get used to the timing on him again here. I'm sure that...
Not worth my time.
Not worth your time? I kicked your ass, pal! What do you mean by that? Not worth your time. So yeah, in case... A little spoiler for later, but you do fight him again. So, if you were wondering why I was kind of prepared to scrap with him there, that's why. But, yeah, I mean... Them throwing that at you, like, right away, they definitely expect you to be a little bit less prepared than I was. So if you do struggle with fighting him, I think he does leave after a certain point, regardless of whether you're winning or losing against him. So you don't have to worry about it as much if you're kind of concerned. But anyway, Flotsam Vale, as you can see, very nice looking town here. Would absolutely want to live here. Hi, Nema. What even is this place? It smells terrible. Ain't you been paying attention to the old-timer? This is Flotsam Vale, kiddo. Home of the Shellfish Corp's company town. Most of its workers head home here when they ain't scavenging in Scuttleport. Shellfish Corp, so Roland owns this place? It looks terrible. I thought that guy was, like, good at business. He's great at it, kiddo. This is exactly what good business looks like. Take it in. So if you wonder what's keeping bottom feeders afloat so darn important to me, it's because this is the best alternative for me and my youngins. So yeah, I don't think, in case you were ever thinking this game would have a pro-capitalist message, you can toss that to the side right now, if you haven't already. Anyway, speaking of tossing it to the side, here comes what I would consider to be the toughest normal enemy type in the game. This guy is not fun to fight because he dumps a lot of this sludge everywhere. He jumps around. And overall, he's just a bit of a nuisance. He'll also eat your shell off of you, so you have to be careful when it comes to him getting suctioning you. But yeah, that's basically like a mini boss encounter every time you fight him. I am not a huge fan of getting involved with those guys. But yeah, so as you can tell, a lot of sludge around here. You have to be very careful in terms of making sure that you don't fall in, because there's very little way to get out. I mean, it doesn't kill you instantly, but it kills you in enough of a time where it's not going to be fun to have to do it. Oh, or it kills you instantly. Sorry. Sorry about that. This stuff doesn't kill you instantly, I think. But you should stay away from it. Well, maybe I shouldn't say that. I don't know. Oh my god. Stay away from me, please. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh. That just weakens him. It doesn't stun him. Now I remember why I swapped off of that after a point. Oh, probably should not be trying to pick up items while I'm fighting 3 difficult enemies at once. So yeah, like, that's the biggest problem with these guys, is that when you're fighting more enemies than one, it is, it becomes pretty hard to navigate with how much this guy can do. Oops. And how much damage he can do as well. Oh wait, I'm out of heart health. Until now. There we go. Perfect. Alright, let's continue our loop around, because I remember there being some other stuff over here. These guys can be a little tough. But generally they're, their big smashes can be pretty easily intercepted. So you can see over here there's a little shortcut area. We will have to loop around in order to get that. But that actually is the path to a shortcut to back to the forest. Ah, I thought I got out of it. Anyway. It gets worse when you have to fight more than one of them at once. Wow. Not really an easy way to get around them, unfortunately, as well. Good news is I really don't have to fight these guys again. If I can maneuver carefully. Well, I couldn't really read that, but if I could, it'd probably be telling me that I leveled up, I think. Maybe not. Oh, the gunslingers as well. These guys can be a bit of a handful. Oh. The good news is that if you're able to parry their shots back at them, then their shots kill them pretty quickly too, in addition to you. So that's the biggest silver lining that I can really say in terms of fighting those guys. It's a little dangerous. A little dangerous. Oh, because there's 2 of them. That's another thing. It's another problem. And these guys are still following me too. Come on! Relatively low health, which is nice. Cowfish boy, you gonna scuttle by without saying howdy? Good news is I'm in here and they're out there. Oh, nice. I didn't think I'd be able to get out of the way in time. Oh, there is something down here, too. Hold up. Anemone. And a hook. I'm not gonna really waste my energy fighting those guys at the moment. They can give me some stuff, but it's not gonna be enough to justify. Aha! You arrive, fellow vagabond. The currents run thick with agony here, the flotsam of evil creatures' greed. I sense you've seen the light and come to vanquish that evil with me? Well, you sense wrong. I'm still here looking for the treasure. The treasure, again with this prattle. Surely no treasure should be more valuable than the rush of adrenaline from taking blade and claw. Well, you know, it's fine. Like, I don't want to fight evil with you. Well, at least Krill's being nice about it. Krill could just be like, no, you're absurd. I hate you. Like, what's your problem? Oops, hold up. Well, unfortunate. Anyway, this gives me the opportunity to loop around if something bad happens. I don't know why I'm doing that. That doesn't do anything. But yeah, this area is pretty big, honestly. If the forest was the forest wasn't linear, but it definitely was a lot smaller and kind of like how much ground you had to cover to kind of get to the correct path. Whereas here, like, there's a lot of different directions you can take. And a lot more hazards and obstacles on your way to get to them. Oh, namely, these guys. They're probably the most difficult part of this, honestly. But anyway. Now I can squash. So yeah, as you can see from the health on this, this is one of the heavier ones. But the good news is that I can turn this into an advantage for myself. It also removes targeting for you as well, which is probably the hardest part about fighting these guys. Oh, come on. Close. Oh my god. Anyway, with that handled almost correctly, We can then head up here and fight this little shrimp guy. These guys have very small amounts of health, which I think is like the biggest benefit to fighting them, honestly. Decoy. Remember there being something back there. Might have to circle around and take a look. Also, I have a lot of microplastics here, so I should probably make use of them when I can. Nice hammer. There we go. That's what I want. That's what I always want. Perfect. So I can use that to climb around after I've seen what's back here. Oh no. Oh no. Oh yeah. I was about to say it wasn't worth it, but you know what? It absolutely was. Hey. Can you, like, move, please? Please? There we go. A lot of patience and a lot of planning. But we're out of that. Now, I know that this area, I think, is... Or at least the hole is, yeah. The hole is, you can't jump into that. You'll drown if you fall into that, but luckily, the rest of it is fine. Closed claw. Alright, have to be careful here. The good news is the hammer pretty much destroys those guys. They, like I said before, very low health on them. So let me roll. And probably the best thing about the hammer is that it always staggers enemies. So if you've ever run into situations where you're like, oh, you know, this isn't the best, then you can pretty much make good use of it. Oh, hold up. But yeah, you'll see me use the hammer quite a lot in this playthrough. Even against bosses as well. It's just a getting myself back into the swing of kind of being able to figure out how to do it, rather than not doing it. That's why I focused on it first, in case you couldn't tell. Let's see. Sponge. Getting some additional umami from dealing damage, which is nice. I have to take a look at my things again, honestly. It's been a minute. But if you may remember, earlier I mentioned that there was a little shortcut that would take you back to the forest. This is it. And you may have noticed that we were here at one point, dealing with these guys, which I prefer not to again. But yeah, we have some additional tackle pouches, and we can head back out. This is mainly so that in case you... there's an optional boss that is hidden through these shortcuts on both sides, I believe. And this will also get you back into the region sooner, where you'll be able to go ahead and fight our old pal, the groundskeeper. So if you were like in a situation where you're like, oh, I want to do the 100% completion, but I missed that guy, that would be really your way of being able to get back there in a relatively good hurry. And speaking of hurry, I think it's about that time to sell these little pieces of plastic that we found. Because I'm in a hurry to upgrade. Oh yeah, and I think we should be able to attack their weak point for massive damage quite soon as well. Perfect, so... let's get that. 60, I thought it was 60, but it's 66. I mean, 65, so I had just enough. So, any enemy that we knock over or stagger in any way, we can then deal a lot of damage on them really quickly. That doesn't mean that we shouldn't still slash at them while they're knocked over, but... it means that, you know, we have kind of a more definitive way of wrapping them up if we need to. Kind of a mixture, like dealer's choice. Like, hey, do you want to just deal a ton of damage to somebody pretty quickly? Or do you want to deal a little bit of damage and then hit them? Or, you know, do you want to kind of, you know, mix and match? That way you get the options. Ha ha ha. Yeah, dude. Don't joke about that. Alright. That's a good amount of money that we can then use. I think maybe to start, I'm going to go ahead and get myself some upgrades to my stowaway count. And then after that, I think I'm going to go ahead and see what shells I can buy, actually. Because I've been neglecting that part of this game quite a bit, and I think it's about that time that I get what I need here. This area has a lot to explore, by the way. I don't know necessarily how many collectibles you can find in New Carcinia, but I do know that they are there. Like, this area isn't just a big sandbox to run around in. It has its own secrets, too. Alright. Unaffordable items. I'll show you unaffordable. Let's see. I think the baby shoe would be a good one to pick up right now. In addition to the fact that anything that you buy from the store is automatically insured. But let's get some insurance on some of the shells that we've been making use of, a good amount of use of so far as well. This one has way more health than the than the skull as well, so... So this is kind of the build that I like to put up here. You know, I'll have the baby shoe as my hammer, and then if I feel like I'm going to run into an encounter where things aren't going to go well, I swap off, I get another chance. And then, you know, after I die, you know, I swap it back, basically. So pretty good, honestly. Like, I think that now we've officially stumbled on the build that I would like to maintain. Oh, and speaking of builds, my stowaways in here. Let's see. I am running into a bit of a problem in the fact that I don't have enough of my actual stats, so maybe I should have spent some on upgrades too. But the good news is I have a few of these that I can go ahead and sell too. The chum, I think, is good. I think I'll keep the earthworm as well. Some of these are ones I absolutely look at and I'm like, you know, do I really need it? But some of these are ones where I think about it and I'm trying to recall what would be most useful. More MSG, I think. Let's do some quick upgrades then. Yeah, that's about all I can do. Now, let's see. Let's ensure the baby shoe. So insurance makes it so that anytime I die, I come out with that shell. It is going to make the game a little bit more fair for me. So, oh, hold up before I do that. Let's see if there's any stowaways I can then equip. Okay, cool. That's the one I wanted. Balance damage. I think there is a benefit to that, but... Oh, I don't have enough. Yeah, let's hold on to that then. I think this is going to be a good setup for me for a bit. Until I find some of the ones that are in the later regions. Or until I'm able to upgrade myself just a little bit more. I don't remember how many of those that you get. Upgrades that you can get to your overall stowaway count. We're going to find out here, though. Because it's of use to me. Oh, wow. All right. I don't think that I can hold that many, but thank you. Oh. Perfect. Oops. Oh. Wow. All right. He was just out of reach. I remember there being a shell up here that I could use, yeah. Yeah, come on. This is pretty badass, I can't lie. Oh, what? That wasn't what I wanted to do at all. Ah, man. At least I got my stuff back. Yeah, I probably should use the thing before I get in there. I didn't expect that it would be this challenging to have to fight these guys. But having to fight 3 guys at once, I mean, you know. More than 3 at this point. A lot of these old world whirls. But yeah, this shell having the baby shoe having a lot of health, and also having like a ton of damage attached to it because it's a heavier shell. It makes it very easy to convince yourself that oops. Just holding on to this is a good idea. Let me get this because I know what's coming. So a lot of different paths that I can take here. The right path, I believe, is to the left. But as you can see in there, we have a little bit of a tough encounter to deal with, so we're going to head right instead. We'll be back, don't worry. Just got some business to take care of in here. Oop. As you can see, hammering them just works. Like, it just works. It's that useful. Alright. Now that I have the shortcut in mind, that gives me a few more options of what I can do. No. You can't shoot me. You may want to shoot me, but you can't. Let's see, I think, yeah. Let's get a quick jump down here. Sea cucumber. Yeah. I don't know what that means. If you do understand what that means, please post in chat. Hold on. Right this way. Well, you know. I don't want to get gunked, but also there's not much I can do. So that down there is something that I can check out. think this will take me right to it. Or maybe not, no. Maybe not. What it will take me to is this guy. The good news is that fighting these guys usually reaps a pretty decent reward. But, the bad news is that you have to fight them in order to do that, so... Oh, come on. I want to lure him out here, actually. Like, let's not fight in the tiniest area ever. Wow, we both missed? That's weird. Oops. Lucky I kept that balance damage thing on, because... There we go. Again, those guys... Yeah, that wasn't worth it at all. Huh. Okay, then. Yeah, let's go down and see what's down there. At least I have the shortcut now, so, it won't be as painful if it turns out to be a bust. After that, there's plenty to explore up here. But yeah, as I mentioned, the main direction we're going to want to head is to that leftward area. Yeah. As I mentioned, this is the guy that we're going to have to fight later, so good practice. A little bit of fear. Oh. Nice. That didn't finish him, but the biggest problem with these guys is having to deal with their little just kind of shoulder bump that they do to you. It's a little harder to deal with that in comparison to some of the other moves that you might have to fight. Oh. Wow. All right. Nice. A few extra hooks for me. A new hammer. And another new shell. Oops. Hey. Hey, Beb. Over here. You look like an honest crab. Think you could help a guy out? I'm in a little bit of a life-threatening predicament. I don't know, man. That glass seems pretty tough. Even with this fork, I don't know if I can break it. Well, if you find a better weapon, or you stop being, like, super weak, maybe come back and free me then. I'd really appreciate it. Oh, huh. Maybe it's punching it? Yeah? How about that? Gee, thanks, Beb. I was only like 2 or 3 tides away from starving to death, LMAO. Glad I could help! Look, I don't usually do this, but you look like the kind of guy who could keep a secret. And I know a big one. Oh, that's okay, you don't have to. You know that big-ass crab in the sands between who eats everything he finds, right? I sure do. He's got a totally super embarrassing allergy. Not this embarrassing allergy, I said he puts on a tough exterior. So it's a little funny, right? So if I can figure out what he's allergic to, I could... It's banana. He's allergic to banana. If you feed him a banana, he'll go down like nothing. Are you telling the truth? That sounds kind of made up. What the fuck? Don't believe me? Don't want to, Beb. But you're not getting any more hints. Alright, I guess it's worth a shot. Don't forget the big crab in the sands between is allergic to banana, okay, Beb? I won't. Okay, if you do forget, just come back and see me and I'll repeat this line as many times as you need. Yeah, so... I did beat him without exposing him to banana, so it is possible, but that's actually really good to know. I wonder if it's like you have to wear the banana shell and let him eat you, or it's bananas just in the vicinity in general, but I'll keep that in mind for later. He didn't have to be passive-aggressive about it, though. I'm just saying. But yeah, you do need to beat the optional boss in order to encounter that at the very least. So there are steps to take there. Okay, let's circle back around over here. Fight this guy. Oh. Oops. Deadlock. This is deadlock. That sucks that I got him right when he was like... Whoa! Oh! Charged attack damage. I don't think that was supposed to happen. Just a thought there. But anyway, we can go up here. Or we can go into the middle there and encounter another optional boss. Which I think is what we're going to do, actually. But before we do that, there's some ground to cover. Yeah, that feels very satisfying to do, especially with the hammer on. Oh, wow. Yeah, putting more into just straight up attack is, that's definitely gonna be my plan for the rest of the playthrough. It worked really well for me before, but I certainly didn't have this in addition, so... Now it's probably gonna work even better. But yeah, as you can see in the middle there, a guy is just hanging out. That's crazy. Like, I did the parry, and then it was like, hey, you know, like, after I did the parry, it just launched me right into stabbing him. I think it might have been because I'd, like, just hit the button or something. Like, I was hitting the button a few extra times. Time to go down there in a second. But before we do that, let's finish our loop around here real quick. Oh, whoa! Didn't want to make all that progress and then fall. Yeah, literally it's just a I'm hitting the button a lot kind of situation. And because of that, it feels like it's automatic me just jumping on him after I finish the parry. Well, he didn't even do the yee-haw. Where's the yee-haw, pal? See, this guy knows what it's all about. He knows how to party. That's just a regular sinker. Wow, I just completely ignored everything that he had. That's pretty awesome. Anyway, that's the actual progression. But as mentioned, I do want to get me some, so let's get us some. What? Oh. Well, that did deal balance damage to him, but... Oh, come on. So this guy here, the Scuttling Sludge Steamroller, he is kind of a mixture of some of the enemies that you fought before, but in addition to that, he's got the little punch that some of these enemies have exhibited so far. Oh, he moved pretty quick, honestly. And he's also got, well, a sludge steamroller, so... lot to be careful with. Bit more of a strategic enemy to fight. Oh, yes. I didn't think that was gonna work. Perfect. Yes. Oh, come on. Move. Ah. Seriously, that goes right through your shield. Wow. I mean, I guess it's a steamroller, but still. Oh! No. I got stuck under him in a weird way there. A bit confusing. But the good news is that I know what to do. The biggest problem with fighting this guy is that he takes the smallest amount of balance damage. Whoa! From you hitting his shield. Oh. And that's a lot of what you're going to be able to do to him at this particular point. He's simply too quick on his feet to be humbled. I think I'm just gonna fight him like this. I was thinking of getting a extra thing to hammer him, but I think I've got him here. Oh, where are you going? Let me hook you, pal. Oh, that did a good amount of damage to him, actually. Wow. It's not much, but it's worth doing if you can get him grounded like that. But yeah, again, the sludge is the bigger problem here. Wanting to avoid getting gunked. Yes. 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 Almost there. Wow. Yeah, having this much power early on is, it works. Taking damage recovers a little bit of umami. Alright, back to business now. So again, as you can see, it is worth it to fight the optional bosses when you can find them. Sometimes they are so far off the beaten path that it can be a little tricky to justify. But in cases like those, I mean, he was right there, so wasn't much reason to avoid him. I think that there is actually a checkpoint pretty close to me too, so I will use it. But there is a little extra I need to do before I can head in this direction fully. This is like, you know, progression, but there's additional progression that needs to be done before you can make it. Getting a lot of these hooks, and I don't have enough bags to really justify carrying them. Alright, back around now. This way, once I've done what I need to do, I can then kind of finish out by just teleporting over. It's not that far a run, but it's far enough that I was thinking, if it's right there, let's do it. Very upsetting noises coming from these crabs. They're not doing too well. Oh, whoops, I forgot you can't climb. All these claws and I can't climb. This is one of the longer songs in the soundtrack as well, for this region. It does have a loop, but I think it's like... whoa! Like what? Like longer than 7 minutes, I think, is like the actual full track. Yeah, try that again. See what happens. Would you like to try again? One more chance. I promise you it'll go well for you. Huh. Alright. It's weird, he yeehawed and then he turned around, so... I guess he's done. He's had enough. Oh, that... I was like, that loaded in a little later. We'll be back here, I think. If I remember correctly. A lot of little guys in here. Also purple crystals. For our umami skills. I hear y'all, but you're not anywhere near me, so... Oh, man. Let's see, there's like a collectible over there. I don't remember if that's of use. Oops. Got to get gunked again. Yeah, I need to go up first. Alright, let's see if we can't get around these guys. And up we go. Hi guys. The plight of the working crab pulls at one's heartstrings, doesn't it? All this labor to extract trash from the seabed and process it into usable supplies. Like the gorgeous polythene dress you see on my gorgeous bod. It makes you question whether or not it's all worth it. Almost. Oh well. Cool. Dang, this place is pretty messed up. Yeah, you think? Roland owns this place, right? I don't know what you expected. That guy's a jerk. Well, I don't know if I'd go that far. Don't go insulting somebody just because you're jealous of their business skills. How many company towns have you constructed, huh? In fact, me not building a company town is probably actually good. You know? I don't know, man. Your priorities seem to be a little skewed. Well, anyway. Let's go out of the water. This is the first time in a while we've been outside the water, so in case you forgot, you can't swim while you're not in water, so there's no way to really have any kind of forward momentum while you're in the air. But you can deal a little little bit of, but you can move fairly quickly as well, so that's kind of the one benefit. This section here, I think, is a little bit of a mix between being underwater and not, so, oops. I think you'll probably see a lot more of that. There's also, of course, way less in the way of enemies down here, as you might expect. Or up here, I should say. A little vicious. Getting a lot of these collectibles here too. Goodbye. Oh hey, it's a banana. I really do have to keep that in mind for later, honestly. Especially since you can insure shells, I think that's probably like one of the better tidbits that you get here. You ain't gonna yeehaw? I'm really used to them doing that to a point where them not doing it is like kind of shaking me a little bit. It's not bothering me as much as it could, but it's bothering me. Like, have some respect for the cowboy cloth. Wow. Yeah, there is no way he could come back from that, but still. I can just swing through the floor at him. I was about to say that if that didn't finish him, then he'd just be one hit. Cockle. Additional hammer damage. Oh, I almost forgot I couldn't swim. So I almost fell. Something over there. Oh. Oh, well. Get guillotined, I guess. So yeah, this punch is very, very useful if you're someone who likes to stagger people, because it is just a stagger machine. No. You'd think me getting my head cut off would kill me, but I'm happy that it doesn't, you know? Being able to hear that through that is like, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that at all. I don't like it. We're a good ways off from where we're intending to be. Yeah, no shells are gonna take us closer, so just gotta circle back. I meant to do that. I promise. The only benefit to picking these things up that you've already got, really, is just being able to sell them, but anything extra that I can sell is worth it to some degree, right? So... I'm not gonna just ignore what I've got going on here. I have a good amount of these now as well. Oh. I'm trying to leave, guys. Please. Now's not the time. Okay, perfect. Alright. Well, you can't get me now. That's just important. I feel like I'm really close to a shell, is the big thing here. Or at least to a shortcut, anyway. So I'm not gonna waste my time on these guys. If I can help it, anyway. 400 is pretty nice. Like, as nice as it would be to bring a little bit of extra, I feel like I had a good amount of microplastics on me when I died, so I'd really rather not have to do all this again. Ooh. Very slick. Alright then. The timing on... Whoa! Wait. Oh. Oh, okay. I was like, what happened? I really thought I was gonna die there. Or at least fall off and then come back. At least I just have, I think, the one guy up here that I left alive that I need to dodge. And I can get right back into it. No. Huh. He left? Well, alright then. If you don't care, then I don't care. Yeah, so these guys pretty much die instantly when you pull that on them. It's the bigger ones that, of course, it's just a big chunk of their health, but it's worth doing. Oh. This is another optional boss down here. You fight 2 of them shrimps at the same time. I think I'm actually going to leave those guys for another time, though. I have a little bit... Wait, no, those aren't optional. Whoops, they're not optional. You do have to beat them to progress. Never mind. Ignore what I was just about to say, because it would have been wrong. There not being any shells around here to save, it makes this, makes me a little antsy, though. I'll say that. I pulled it off good. The Ceviche sisters. That's one. I remember them being way tougher, but again, that may just be down to the fact that I wasn't really as kitted out as I am now. In like any sense of the word, really. Ah, I wish I'd been close enough. Pollution scoured. And I also get the bullet. Yeah, so this was very worth it. I don't know why I was thinking I should skip it. Alright, that lets me go down there if I'd like. But more importantly, it allows me to go up here. Another crab. Oh no. Easy to get stuck between those, unfortunately. We have moved that over there, which means to get a little something extra. And we've fallen through the things again. Oh my god. There being no shortcut that way is... That's the hardest part of this. Well, actually, no, there is a shortcut, but there's no save point. So if I did die, then I'd have to make my way all the way back. Actually, this isn't that far. I don't know what I'm whining about. I'm more whining about the fact that I was just about to do something, and then I fell through the floorboards twice. But it's not that big a deal. Not as big a deal as it could have been. Oh! I thought it only did... Well, oh, it does it once per life, so... Yeah. I swear I did this when I was doing this on my own, too. Like, I fell through the floorboards, like, once or twice. It wasn't even like me trying to do it either, like... Oh my god, you're not serious. You're not serious. You know what we're gonna do? Here's what we're gonna... No. Actually, that's not what we're gonna do, because we're out. If we die, we die. I feel like I still have another chance provided here, so... The map! Aren't I giving away my information? It's not like I know where to go else without his help. So anyway, that's map piece number 2 down. After really all of that. And what's nice is because we've moved this, we have a nice spot to land. Alright. And also, we have this area that we can go to just circle back around. Back to New Carcinia. I don't know why I thought that was like an optional boss. Like, I think it might have just been because of like the nature of it, but... Well, either way, I mean, I realized pretty quickly that it's not, so that's what matters, I think. I think I'm gonna spend my stuff on leveling this time. I've been kind of slacking on that this time around. I should have enough to insure another shell if I need to, or do something like that. Oh, and speaking of... Even though I should also spend it on the extra stuff there, I think the biggest and most useful thing that I could use it on is upgrading an adaptation. Pistol shrimp. So this fires a larger bullet that can capsize an enemy, and the third one is to fire repeatedly. I don't really remember using that as much. And then the final one for that is that. So, I think I'm going to stick with this for right now. It seems like a pretty good kit. While I'm at it, I can go back to the moon shell and upgrade myself a little bit there too. Alright, so... Let's see. I'm trying to figure out what would be most useful for me now. I think I should do these. Just so I can have a little bit of an increase when I have to add some stuff in. Speaking of which, I have a good amount of those, so I can sell those off before I actually make my way in. Sell some stuff, and then we can put our map in. So again, this is going pretty well. That took me about an hour to finish there. Oh, Oops, I wanted to sell. Oh, the camera should not be shaking like that. I like how it adds on to the amount of things that you're selling whenever you start selling it. Like, it's not, oh, here's an additional 5,000. It's, here's the total amount of stuff that you're selling. A lot of this stuff that I'm selling off is mainly due to the fact that I personally don't find myself making use of it. Of course, that can change, but we'll see. They give you enough of these where, like, a lot of the items that you'll be finding in here are repeats of stowaways that you found previously. I think I should be able to upgrade myself again. So I think I'm going to do that before I head into the next region. Maybe one more? No, not quite. Not quite to do the full thing, so I'll just wait till I get enough for all 4 of them. I like kind of making sure that I level myself like that, so that, like, just do all 4 of them at once, so that way I'm not stuck, you know? Well, I have, you know? Oh dear. You may have heard stories, or God forbid, seen it with your own eyes. But rumors say an absolutely monstrous crab dwells in the sands between. So, I've been hinting at this for a while, but next, we do have to fight this crab. And I love that it's like a little, you know, I don't know. It's kind of funny that it's a little, like, crab with, cereal, and it makes it look a little less intimidating that way. But anyway, this is another reason why saving is a good thing here. Because it means we can get some insurance, and we can make our way in there and do this the right way. So I don't think I'll need multiple lives to be able to fight him, so I can swap this off. Oh. Kind of want that banana. So that I could do it, but I guess we'll get it when we die. Alright, well, we'll go in there and we'll fight him. Let's just get in there and let's get it over with, then. So, this is a pretty tricky one, as I'm sure you can gather. But it's not impossible, even if you don't have the right type advantage to be able to fight him. If you, you know, kind of to make the allusion to his little weakness. The biggest thing to worry about here is, of course, the sand pits that he'll make. Or, oh, there he is. Hello. No. Well, that was what I wanted anyway, so... There we go. So like this, we'll see if there's any way to kill him quickly. Oh, let's go. Do it. So that takes away a lot of his health. Wow. That's pretty good. Yeah, I fought him like bit by bit before. And this is a way better way of doing that. Goodbye, my friend. Maybe that lobster has a point. So you get another crab, and what's best about this is the fact that this opens up the entire bit of the sands between for you to be able to explore. So there are plenty of things to be able to find in here. Adaptations, for an example. And just in general other enemies to fight and take out. So it is worth spending time running through here. As a matter of fact, I'm going to see if I can get one of those things over here relatively soon. Oh. What's this? They're partying. Hey guys, can I join you? No? All right. Well, party's over. Another big reason why exploring this area once you've killed him is a good idea is that there is an achievement that's connected to getting every single one of the every single one of the shells that you can find in the game. See? A slug. So if you aren't willing to explore a little bit, then you're definitely not going to be able to get what you'd like. Thank you so much. Oh crap, I can hear my own thoughts again. Well, sorry about that, pal. But yeah, I got the twinkle now. That's a little terrifying.
Oh, crap!
But yeah, gotta be careful in here. Because not only will this guy do a lot of damage to you, he will also take your shell. Good news is it's relatively easy to see where he's meant to be. You just need to look at the X's. And also the bubbles. My fault. Oh no. The hair claw. Just a little bit more now. The Bobbit Trap. So this is an additional adaptation that you can unlock. Once again, one of the ones that is optional for you here. But it works exactly the way that this enemy that we've been dodging here works. So depending on your mileage, it could be worth it. Though to be honest, I personally do prefer shooting enemies from a distance. But I guess we'll see how it works. I mean, honestly, like, I think I got this adaptation right after I'd already finished the game. It was just one of those, hey, you know, collect all adaptations and use all adaptations achievements. That I decided, well, I'm going to do that. So, I guess I'll see how it works. I can go... I should have enough to upgrade it once to see what extra it has there, too. If I don't like it, I can just swap back to the gun. I like the fist, though. I like punching people a lot. But it can be nice to have a trap nearby, like, just to be able to put it down and... maybe thin the herd a little bit, just in case. Guess we're back here to be able to sell some stuff real quick. Alright, yeah, let's get our upgrades. And then let's go up. And drop this off and see what happens. Damage over time is... that sounds really good, honestly. Okay, horror. Traps them for longer and makes them take increased damage from all sources is pretty good. Oh, I don't have enough to do anything else. That's pretty good, though. I don't hate that at all. Should have it enough for another level up. Yeah. Yeah. Even. Alright. Let's go up to the upper crust. That was pretty quick. I didn't realize that that would take off pretty much all of his health, basically. That's, I mean, again, it is doable to fight him, like, piece by piece, and beat him. As a matter of fact, like, it's one of those things where I was just like, oh, like, it was the challenge that I really enjoyed. But, honestly, I mean, anything helps us. Oh! Off the coast of Flotsam Vale, submerged within the slurry. We're so close I can taste it. Oh, hey, guys. So we need to head to the docks, grab a boat, and then what? Roland. No, please, don't let me interrupt you. Enlighten me as to your intentions. Hey, yeah, we were gonna do that, dude. What happened to the free market? Oh! He's taking the map! Meet us there if you want to witness history, small fry. Everyone, to the docks at Flotsam Vale. So the map is gone. We were able to complete it. But we do have to make our way back to Flotsam Vale. As a matter of fact, back to that shortcut that we had conveniently kind of listed for ourselves. But that is something that I think we're going to go ahead and save for next time. Let's go ahead and save real quick. And yeah, I think that's going to do it for us right now. Overall, we made a ton of progress. We were able to both get through an entire section of the game, and then in addition to that, clear a complete other entire section of the game pretty quickly after. So I feel pretty accomplished after today's stream. As for what we're going to be doing in the future, well, we have a new area to head into, which will be this, chasing after Roland in his own factory and trying to make our way through there. And then we'll be able to continue to see what follows up after that. As for the next upcoming week, I do have a few plans specifically to continue Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth this upcoming Wednesday. I still haven't decided if there's anything that I want to do this upcoming Friday. It might be nothing. So keep an eye on my Blue Sky to see if there's anything that I end up digging into. But for now, I want to thank everybody for stopping by. Thank you for being a friend. And until next time, where we will be continuing with another Crab's Treasure, hopefully continuing to do this, basically, clearing like a big section each stream. I'll catch you all in the next one. See ya.